So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the weekly movie hunt. Yeah. We'll pop culture hunt too, because we're going to go out, we're going to look for toys, action figures, anything pop culture related, along with movies. We'll see what's in stores. Come back here at the end, we'll look online to see what we should have found if the stores have been stocked, and then I'll also let you know more about what's going on the channel after I close out the video. So let's get into some stores and come back here and talk about it. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Hanging and banging, brothers.
So let's get into Target, and don't forget to support me on social media, JeffMan316 on Instagram. I chat with a lot of you guys there. They got some pops here in Target. Look, I got a Michael Jordan. Darth Vader, pretty iconic characters, you know, like Barbie. Back in the day, some of those wouldn't just be chilling on the shelf, so I'm assuming pops aren't quite as popular as they used to be. Got Shaq. Nothing that I'm even interested in thinking about buying. Jimmy from Rebel Moon. But let's get away from these pops. And we're going to go down the aisle that's got some wrestling figures. Hey, look, there's a clearance Turtles item. That's not even anywhere near clearance to where I would buy it. What do they got? A lot of nothing.
There is nothing, nada, zip.
Hey, we got this one Shawn Michaels Ultimate DX figure chilling down here.
We got 2 words for you.
We did it. I know a lot of people were looking for that. They were trying to get it. They were putting it out early, and it was street dated. They got the greatest hits, Ray, greatest hits Rollins. I haven't seen his greatest hits Cody, but it's kind of cool. It comes with 2 heads because that's pretty similar to the previous one. You got Solo. That doesn't look too bad. Not seeing much else here. I like that old school looking X-Wing fighter. I still got my original one. And we got a Money in the Bank cash-in ring set that don't play shit. So, oh well. Guess somebody probably ran the battery dead doing what I just did. Oh well. Got some Simpsons figures. Turtles. Nothing new here. Gonna skip on over to the next section, I think. Yep. What do they got over here? Got some Avatar, some Batman. Superman, same old shit. Got this big set. That'd have to be clearance for anybody who even think about buying that thing. Same with that one down there. $80 fucking.
And a price that is just too high.
$21.99 for this Batman Forever. I was hoping they clearance that and I might would get it. Got that Superman set. Wise Masters of the Universe over here. Oh well. Cyclone concept art. I like those. Got some G.I. Joe. Oh look, cool. Got some figures from the movie. Johnny Storm. Human Torch. Invisible Woman. Or Sue Storm. There's your Silver Surfer. A lot of people were like, is she supposed to be a non-binary character? I'm like, well, I don't think so. But there's a scene in the movie that'll let you know about that too, so I'm not going to spoil it. On this end cap, it says clearance. They got some figures that are still not very clearanced, if you ask me. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan there. What's over here? Some Star Wars. Carlito. That Master Universe, still $15. If it had more accessories, I'd get it for customs. Then back here in this pop section, we got Crypto. Not a lot over here, damn. Patrick Mahomes, no thank you. Got some Thundercats figures. Lion-O, Tigra, got Super Friends. If that was a little more clearance, I'd like $2 or $3. I might would go after that. We got an owl figure. I think we've seen that already. Yeah, pour some sugar on me. Halloween Kills. I know I hadn't seen this Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface, but a lot of people had shown it in their videos. So, comes with an armadillo. What more could you want? I think I'll stick with my original. Hey, look, that's new. Return of the Living Dead. That's one of those Ben Cooper figures. And holy shit, look back here. Jaws. Everybody knows that's my favorite movie, so I know those things are kind of expensive, but I'm going to get it anyway. Look at this shit. That's like one of those ones that are go with the wrestling set. That's weird. Gremlins. So yeah. Jaws for the win. Animal down there. Not seeing too much else back here. But hey, what more could you ask for?
Here's to swimming with bow-legged women.
And then on the way out, hey, you want to get high? Want to get high? You want to get high? So we're going to head into Walmart. And this is right before we're going to see Fantastic Four First Steps. And so they got some Superman stuff. There's Mr. Terrific. Hey, in this scene here, I'm not to spoil too much with this Superman movie. There's no abominable snowman in that movie at all. But I like the little Fortress of Solitude ice stuff there with the door. That's kind of neat looking. But yeah, didn't want to spoil it. But there is obviously a kaiju in the movie. But when they actually fight, that's not the right size, man. That's not the right scale of Superman with that creature. So over here, they got some cool Ultimates in here. They got Drew McIntyre. And the Stone Cold that everybody was chasing. Look how many damn Stone Colds they got.
Oh, hell yeah!
I know a lot of people were after that. Comes with the beer cans. That's the classic scene where he was handcuffed. That Drew, look at that scan there with his tongue sticking out. Greatest or top picks. I said greatest hits. What's the difference in a top picks and a greatest hits? So we got Dominic as a top pick. We got Damian. Why is Damian Priest a top pick? They got a little Superman display here. If anybody was looking for some of these figures, the individual ones, the cheap ones, they've got some of the harder ones to find. Like the Engineer was always hard for me to find. Metamorpho, another Engineer. Hawk Girl, that was a hard one to find. I don't think she scales right in this series. She's kind of short in the movie, but there's Guy Gardner. Superman, obviously. You can build the robot. And yeah, Mr. Terrific was right there, so they had them all. Their movie section doesn't look like they have too much added there on the side. Let's see what they got up here up front. Got Sinners. Got Final Destination 6 movie collection. They do have that awesome slipcover on the movie. And look here. They got Transformers, the movie 4K Steelbook randomly up here for $20. That's weird.
Autobots, transform and roll out.
And Serenity is only $29.96 in Walmart. So, good deal there. Don't really see much else on this display. Somebody put the Jaws over here. Maybe they thought that's where the Steelbook went. But in their value movie section, they've got the Jaws collection, 2, 3, and 4. Pearl. Got some multi-movie collections. Cloverfield. That Dark Space Shout Screen Factory. Got X and Pearl. And then they got the 4-film collection of Steven Seagal. You guys missed the Dollar Tree? I'm thinking about doing a vintage Dollar Tree walk down memory lane video. Steven Seagal reminded me of that. What about that Friday the 13th, the release of that new mask? I thought it looked like shit. You want me to do a video to tell you about how shitty I thought it looked?
That is one big pile of shit.
That Jurassic Park stuff's got to be clearance soon. Nobody's buying that stuff. So what else do they have? Some anime. Same old shit, different day. You know, like they got too much here. Heretic. You saw all this last week if you saw my video. So, South Park getting in trouble with the president. That's funny. I'm glad they do that shit. Shake the foundations. Tulsa King, Vincent Price collection. Not much ado added here. They got some new releases up there. Rust, Ash, Walking with Dinosaurs. Most of that stuff they only have on DVD. That's pretty sad, but oh well. And this is their NECA Funko section. It's really small. Got some Ted Lasso and Harry Potter. Halloween. Wait a minute, I gotta do it. Wait a minute. Got some clearance turtle stuff there. Turtle shit, as they say. Got that Berserker. Some Spawn Platinum. Any Funko Pops in here worth looking at? Got some Disney. Not seeing a whole lot here. Spider-Man. You got that Smurf, I guess, from the new Smurf movie. Cameron Fry Pop. Oh well, Walmart was kind of dead, so let's go into Barnes and Noble and see if we can find anything else in there. Let's go. Hey, in the book section, I always look up here. That Ghostbusters book's been here forever, and so is that horror book. But look, they got Dragons and Mythical Creatures. Those two books are awesome. I highly recommend them. They do have a Lucille Ball book, but look at this, Graveyards. That's weird. And a Marvel Year by Year. I bet that's an awesome book. Wonder what they got for the Fantastic Four in there. So over here in this section, I skipped the front. They didn't have anything in it. Oh, they got Wolfman on Blu-ray. Is any of this shit on sale? I don't remember seeing the Blu-ray of that in many stores. Woman in the Yard, Blu-ray, Nosferatu, 4K. Career Opportunities, very underrated movie. But if none of this shit's on sale, why is it up here?
What's up with that? What's up with that?
What do they got over here? Got some value titles. 42. I remember finding the Blu-ray of that in a Dollar Tree. Chinatown, Goodwill Hunting, Fight Club. Decent titles, Blu-ray if you don't have them already. Some DVDs, 3 Days of the Concord, The Book Thief, The Book Club. Not too much there. Top Gun, that's 30% off. Top Gun Maverick. Color of Money, I recommended that last week. The Outsiders. Casino, 50% off. That's a good deal. Blade Runner. Here's a hot take. Very overrated movie, Blade Runner. It's not as good as everybody says it is. Here's some decent stuff here. Born on the 4th of July, 40% off. I was thinking about buying that last week. I didn't. Will I ever pull the trigger on it? Magnificent Seven. Clue for 40% off. That is a good deal. Man in the Iron Mask. And then they got this section over here. Some more bargain titles. La La Land. Priscilla. Remember finding that for $7.50 at Walmart. You remember when they pulled Gone with the Wind off the shelf? When all that woke shit was happening. Seems like old times. Needs a Blu-ray release. Three Amigos. Has one. Classic Chevy Chase. Let's spin around Steelbooks, even though it says anime. Got a little bit of anime mixed in here. Prices on these are too high. I'm thinking about doing a video about that. Not just in Barnes & Noble in general. The prices of Steelbooks are way too high. At least they got some at 30 and 40 and 50% off sometimes. You'd have to be able to afford it. What is this? I like the looks of that cover. I think that just came out this week. I remember seeing that on the new release site. So over on this side, still got the same stuff, but It's worth showing. Red Eye's good. Tommy Boy. Platoon needs to be more than 20% off. The Ring. At least they got these with slip covers mostly. Amadeus. Don't buy that Blazing Saddles. Get it for $20 on that Walmart retro display. The TV stuff right here. They got Doctor Who. I don't remember having the Blu-ray of this. That's the first season of that Doctor. 30% off isn't half bad. Didn't dig him as the Doctor, so won't buy that. I've never seen that. Their TV stuff is weak. This Barnes & Noble kind of sucks, but it's all I got, man. I'm not driving an hour to another one unless I really just have nothing to do. Twin Peaks down there. Let's go down and look at my Barnes & Noble Criterion collection. It consists of those two titles. So next.
It can't be like this.
It is this way, man. I'm sorry I exposed you to it, but it is. It's ugly, but it's necessary.
The Legend of Ochi. I love that cover. Queer, Sing Sing, Warfare, Showing Up. I haven't bought Showing Up. Anybody let me know if that's worth buying down there. I think I own all the rest of those. That's the Blu-ray and 4K of Heretic. Lamb is good. A Different Man I've got. Death of a Unicorn I've got. There's your Arrow titles. Night Watch is new. This just came out. 30% off of that. That's on Blu-ray. So it'll be $12 off. So it'd be what, like $27? Not bad. Most of this stuff's been out for a while. Swordfish, Torso, Long Kiss Goodnight. I highly recommend that. Great Gina Davis, Samuel Jackson movie. They got The Cell, Deep Blue Sea, Cruising. Well, nice to see they got a few Arrow titles. There's your A24 collector's editions. Still got Minecraft up here. 30% off. Nobody's going to buy that. So let's look through the normal rack here and see if we see anything. Abyss isn't on sale. Aliens isn't, but remember when those were hard to find. Alice, Sweet Alice. That's a pretty good movie. Only 20% off, though. That's the 4K. That'd be a little too high. Anybody buy that Dead Zone Amazon 4K Steelbook? No way at $45. Hey, they did get Sylvester Stallone in Cobra. So that would be $15 off, so it would be $35. That's pretty close to what most people are charging for it. So Barnes & Noble ain't that far off when you can get it on sale. What else we got? Mouse Hunt was already out. Sinners, at least they did finally get that. That price is way too high.
That's too fucking high!
Shaun of the Dead, Shane, we saw those. Those are Shane just came out. Hey, they got the stuff. That's good. Didn't think they would get that one. That was a kind of an obscure title. So why aren't they over with the Arrow titles? That Sweeney Todd's cool with the slipcover. The only other way you could get that before that release was in that Paramount Scare set. Do you guys think they're going to do another one of those? And is it going to include Friday the 13th Part 3? What else they got? I'm not seeing a whole lot here. But we'll look our way backwards off of this shelf. See if we see anything. A Garfield movie DVD in a security case. That's weird. Yeah. Not a whole lot. They got Final Destination Bloodlines. 30% off. And they got the Steelbook. Doesn't say is anything. Holy shit, look at that price.
And a price that is just too high.
And speaking of used cars, we'll watch that soon. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to do a live stream this week. We will watch that. We'll probably do SummerSlam and then watch used cars. That'll be the order we'll watch them in. SummerSlam's next weekend of when I'm recording this. Rust. You know the controversy about that. I'm not going to get into it, but it's nice to see it finally get released. I think there is a Blu-ray of it, though. There's Serenity. We saw that cheaper at Walmart. True Lies down there. That's the regular release of Tommy Boy with a slip. That's a pretty good deal. Anything else worthwhile? I always liked that slipcover Once Upon a Time in the West. Peacemaker.
You met your own self from a parallel dimension?
I didn't buy that. Is that worth the upgrade? I've already got that on Blu-ray. So you got Pretty in Pink, the 4K, and then you got Pretty the Pink, the regular Paramount Presents. Why didn't they just do that as a Paramount Presents 4K to start with? Look at all this space wasted for audio CDs.
Were you aware of this?
Oh, God.
Nothing to see here. And then on this side, look at all this space wasted with vinyl. Vinyl that nobody ever buys. I never see anybody looking at it.
What the hell is that?
On the way out the door, look, they got the Jaws 50th anniversary magazine, Fantastic Four, Smurfs, more Sharks. So yeah, let's go into one final Walmart, see if we find anything different. What are we waiting for? Let's go. So we'll head back to their electronics section. Looks like somebody's cleaning back here.
If it isn't fresh, I'm out of business. Isn't that sweet, you little moneymaker, you?
$29.96 for Sinners 4K slip. There's Warfare for $27.96. Serenity, $29.96. I really love that artwork there. I'm gonna probably have to buy that. Final Destination 6 film collection. There's a Blu-ray of that. Seems to be hard to find. $17.96, $22.96 for the Blu-ray. $17 was for the DVD, and then $27.96 for that awesome slipcover, man. If there's ever a need for a double dip, it might be that one. That slipcover is awesome. If you got the Steelbook, you might want that one. This store carries a lot of the 4Ks every week. So, nice work, Walmart. Good job. Dexter's New Blood. Why is that over here with Steelbooks? I found Return of the Living Dead on clearance here recently. And that one. Colors with them was $20. I mean, $12, sorry. Not a lot else here. Unbreakable Boy. Did anybody ever see that?
No.
There's the Three's Company. Look for my video where I unboxed that and talk about the ropers and everything else included.
Well, I'm working on my face.
Your job is tougher than mine.
Get out of the damn way. They just leave this shit all in the way.
Man, this is some bullshit!
So what's up here? We got Rosario, and I looked. There wasn't a Blu-ray of that. I think this is new. Season 1 solo leveling. I don't buy anime, but I figured I'd show it. Oh my God, don't tell my wife. We got some Hallmark 3-movie collection action here.
All right, happy wife, happy life.
Walking with Dinosaurs. Ash, there's the DVD for $12.96, $14.96 for the Blu-ray, and then there's that Rust. Yeah, Alec Baldwin. What do you guys think of that? Shadow Force. See if we see anything else new mixed in. I don't think so. I think this is all the...
It's gonna have batteries in it.
Shark Warning.
You got some at home, don't you?
Did they move anything down here? I doubt it. I'll give it a glance over, though. They mostly get rid of the 4Ks once stuff gets back here. You only get Blu-rays and DVDs, and on the way out, they've got the same normal TV section down here. I don't think they've added anything new. They do have multiple seasons of Baba Black Sheep, if you're into that old shit. And then in their pop section, there's some dinosaurs. Look at that. You know what everybody says that looks like, right?
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
What else they got? I thought that red Jigsaw was a Target exclusive. Dude, stores, everything exclusive gets re-released these days. It ain't even a thing. It's exclusive isn't even a thing anymore. Hey, there's Superman and Crypto and Lois. Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner. No checklist or pictures on the back. Lex Luthor. With a mug. Oh, well. Anything else over here? There's that Berserker. Nice looking figure, and I ain't paying $50 for it, though. Got a Platinum Aquaman. Man, that looks weird. He's got his 80s hair going on there. They got these back in. The Justice League Task Force. Looks like 8-bit video game stuff. Look, there's a Platinum Batman. And here's a Platinum Flash. Who else is in this set? Superman. Yep. So I guess it makes one of those weird dark sides. There's a Deadpool with a red platinum sticker on the front. What does that even mean when it's got the red on it? Does that mean store exclusive? What is the difference in the red ones and the just silver stickers? Does anybody know? I don't know. Yep. They just have the same old stuff down here. Those are clearance for $8. And yeah, I got to do it.
Look, there's inductive reasoning, there's deja vu, there's language processing, there's deja vu.
Some music to rock your day. We got some Super Friends. We got Batman Platinum. We got a Riddler Platinum. Platinums are no longer special anymore. Batman Platinum. No, I was thinking it was another Riddler, but it's not. And then on my way out, look, I saw this cool Michael Myers shirt. Slay all day. So let's look online and see what else we could have found other than this shirt. Let's go. On the week of July 22nd, 2025, we got some obvious ones here at the top. All good releases. Look at that Cobra 4K from Arrow Video. We got the Small Soldiers 4K Steelbook. Didn't like that artwork at first, but it's really grown on me. We've got the Larry Cohen Classic, The Stuff 4K from Arrow. We've got the Final Destination 4K Blu-ray digital copy Steelbook. I love that movie. I did a out-of-theater reaction for that, so watch it. You got You Can Count on Me 4K Criterion. There's the Final Destination Bloodlines. I really love that cover artwork on the slip. We got Carnal Knowledge 4K from Criterion. We've got Madagascar 4K. I haven't bought that yet. I'll just go ahead and tell you, but animated stuff usually looks good in 4K, so I may buy it. You got Serenity 4K Steelbook. You got some Kino here with Danger Diabolique 4K. I don't know anything about that movie. Let me know in the comments down below if you do. We got Knight Rider, the complete series. I own that on DVD and Blu-ray. I'm finding it hard to pay as much as it is to upgrade it to 4K, but maybe down the line if it's on sale. The Beast to Die For. You got Bewitched, the complete series. We got Silent Scream 4K from Kino. Night Watch, another Arrow release. There's the Blu-ray of Final Destination Bloodlines. Stranger with Candy. I know a lot of people like that. That's from Shout Select. I'm not much on Strangers with Candy, so I'll probably skip that. You got Ash, which is a Shutter release. You got Little Buddha 4K. All We Imagine is Light. I don't know anything about that. I might have to check it out. The Last Voyage of the Demeter 4K Steelbook. Carnal Knowledge, there's your Blu-ray. Fight or Flight. I didn't see that in stores this week. Did that get delayed? The Final Destination 6 film collection. I like that cover artwork. That's the Blu-ray set. We saw the DVD set in Walmart. Detonation Violent Riders, The Tattooed Dragon. You can count on me. There's a Blu-ray. Got some Nudie Cutie triple feature action from Kino. That's a Kino Cult release. Got Solo Leaving Season 1. Solo leaves in Season 1. I wonder if that's a Steelbook. Or is one the Blu-ray and one's the 4K. Either way, Walking with Dinosaurs. There's a 2-disc Blu-ray set. Original Sin. I think that's a media book. Northern Lights. Got some more anime stuff here. There's that Kino release in Blu-ray. Little Buddha Blu-ray. The Jurassic Games Extinction. Is that from the Asylum? More anime. Silent Scream on Blu-ray. Warriors 2. And the Fabulous Dorseys. And it doesn't look like anything else came out. So several new releases. Some TV stuff. Some 4K Steelbooks. Some sweet Arrow titles. Lots to release this week. Let me know in the comments down below everything that you bought that was released on this July 22nd week. And then let's get home and close out the video. So what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm JeffMan316, your pop culture reporter. It says that there, JeffMan316 Live. That's usually where we come together Sunday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern or 9 p.m. Eastern. I've done that here recently. Watch along to a movie and talk about pop culture, physical media, wrestling. Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. But yeah, this week you're going to see this video right before I would normally go live. I got a lot going on. Number one, this room is a disaster. I've been looking for some stuff and moving some stuff around. I don't even have anywhere to sit, so I'm standing here. Number two, I've been dealing with some fraud issues with my banking account. So it's just been a lot of stress going on. I've got a lot of personal things going on. I'm still feeling a little weak from where I had that stomach bug. So I'm going to hold off on this week's live stream. We'll come back next week and we'll watch along to night 2 of SummerSlam. So hopefully you guys will come back and watch along to that. So this week we went into Walmart, Target. I actually found something kind of cool in Target. You'll know whether I bought it or not. You probably already know, right? You'll know where I'll do the haul video. So the next video that usually posts right after my weekly hunt video is the haul video. So I did my reaction to Fantastic Four. So right before I went to see Fantastic Four, I went into Walmart and Target for this hunt. So you actually watch that short. You'll know my feelings about that. I'm really looking forward to seeing where the MCU goes. I know we got a while before we get the next actually movie. They're going to do some TV shows in between. I got a Jason shirt that I bought in Walmart like last week. I found a cool Halloween shirt as you saw in the hunt. Did I buy it? I'm not going to tell you. But either way, what do you think of that new Friday the 13th? Do you guys want me to post a reaction video of what I think? Because it's not the most positive reaction. So maybe if you guys let me know in the comments down below, do you want to know my feelings about that? I also have a Goodwill video that I'm going to post. Another thrifting video, but this time it's just me. My wife didn't go in there with me. So I got a lot of good content coming up on the channel. I've got an unboxing from Valoria Video. Go to valoriavideo.com and then see they're a nice small little online retailer that's starting to sell physical media. I love the customer service. I love talking to the guy. He's provided me some good service. I got an unboxing I want to do for something special I bought from his site. And hey, for all that to help me and you, he's providing a 10% code for your first purchase. And what's that code? It's me. Yeah, JeffMan316. Use that code on checkout and you'll get 10% off your first purchase. So watch that video and any other one. And what can you do while you're watching all that stuff? Smash the like button. Like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that normal YouTube stuff. I really appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. Hopefully I'll get this room settled a little bit. Maybe one day I can do a collection video. It is just cram-packed with shit. I've started to think that I'm going to change my buying habits a little bit. I might do a video about that. Some of the prices are spiking. Double dipping is becoming too much of a thing. And, you know, I want to buy more and have different movies instead of buying the same shit. Because as I've been rearranging, I've started noticing how many copies of some movies that I have. And I don't mind doing that with Jaws or Halloween 1978, my two favorite movies. But outside of that, man, I really do need to stop double dipping. How do you feel about that? Put that in the comments down below as well. Hopefully you guys, like I said, can kind of continue to support me. And if you do and you are a subscriber, hit the notification bell. It'll let you know when I post new videos or when I go live. And we'll do that next week, like I said, to watch Night 2 of SummerSlam. Anything else you guys want me to cover on the channel, put that in the comments down below and I will do it. Because as always, boys and girls, this has been JeffMan316. I'm your pop culture reporter. I'm signing out saying you guys be safe out there.
You'll never get credit for my discovery. Who's going to believe a talking head? Get a job in a sideshow.